to yet another exciting episode on Changing Lives Worldwide. I am Kelly. Today, we'll be talking about a very, very important topic which has to do with the male child. We've heard a lot of persons say that the male child is the head of the home, so he doesn't have to work, he doesn't have to do anything that has to do with domestic activities in the homes. While some other persons say that the women are supposed to be the ones that has to take care of domestic activities in the homes. Well, today we will be asking the public and seeking their opinion on this particular subject matter. Is it okay for young boys, or is it okay for male children to also participate in domestic activities, or they should focus on career and going to school and becoming a CEO? Well, the opinion that the male child should not be part of domestic activities in the homes. They should just focus on building a career since they are the head of the homes.
In my opinion, I think it is very, very important and necessary for them to be enrolled, because you can leave your home to some other places where you see nobody to do those things for you. You may be forced to do it, because even this life we are living now, we are not 100%, or nobody's perfect. You can go to some places where you see nobody to do things for you, so you got to do it. What if you go there and you see nobody to do it for you? How do you go about it? So in my opinion, I'm saying there should be partly part of the house domestic works.
I think the male child should be taught to blend both, because I, for one, I grew up with my sister, so I was taught to even do laundries, clean the floors and all that. So I think in this world we are in today, women should be able to do both. The house chores and the cooking and the cleaning and what have you. Because I think most of our women these days now, they are career women. And when the man comes home earlier than the wife, he should be able to at least prepare something for the wife to eat and for the kids as well. So I think every male child should be taught how to do those domestic works at home.
Oh, a male child is supposed to taught everything, so that when you get out there, you don't have to start struggling to do any other thing. You are just on your own. But if you are just based on your career, you don't look into the other aspects, I bet you have one or two challenges in future.
For me, it's good for a soul, for one pikin, as in for him to know how to do domestic work at home. Because despite the fact, if you're a son of your father, in your own house, there is no, you don't have a sister or elder sister to do any domestic work. You are the one to do it. You can't sit down. Your father should be cleaning his car or sweeping your parlor for you. Your mommy should be washing your pots for you. You should stand up, only wake up and go to work, go to school and come back and sit down again. You're not doing anything. It's not right. For me, I give 100% support about that. That a son, any man picking should know how to do domestic work in his own house.
For me, there's nothing wrong as a man picking, even boy, even if it has gone up to an extent that you know how to cook, there's nothing bad about it. Even it's not only boys that can know how to cook, even the husband, if your husband decides to cook his for a wife, there's nothing bad about it, because they are all one. What if the husband and the wife are together and eventually the wife got sick? Who is going to take the responsibility? Will you go to the catering and buy the food for the wife? Why there's food stop at home? So there's no need to say the man picking should not partake in domestic house or do anything concerning how this. It is for his own good and for benefit of the people he's living with.
I believe that it's a 50-50 stuff. Assuming this child, or as a grown-up, now has a wife, perhaps she took in, and in her state of pregnancy, she could not be able to fix anything in the house. Now, the only person left, or whose that chore stuff responsibility falls on, happens to be the man of the house. Now, if this man did not learn any parts of taking care of the domestic chores at home at a tender age, he will not be able to help. Why? Because I remember an incident that happened in my own house. A certain time, my husband, I wasn't feeling well. It was like his hunger said, darling, just give yourself a help in the kitchen. And he was like, let him go and prepare himself semo. Now, instead of taking care of the semo the right way, he wanted to prepare the semo like the way we normally make gari. Only for me to drag myself out from the room, let's just have a look at what he's doing. It's taking too long. I said, goodness, this is not the right way to prepare this, for goodness sake. Well, I thought this is how you usually do. I said, because you don't come to the kitchen. Now, I have to take care of that in that state. So I really feel it's very, very important for the boy child to get himself involved into the kitchen activity. Mind you, most men, they feel, I don't need all this. You don't just leave mommy house at age 15 or 16. Let's assume in the university. At times, guys in the university prepare their meals, don't they? They cook, not just eating the refectory food or going to any booker and all that stuff. They just arrange their heater and make some things if they are knowledgeable, if they were introduced into this at the early stage. And after university, some of them stay on their own. Now, how long are you going to take food from the eatery? How long are you going to invite girl A, girl B, girl C over to prepare meal for you? There are times you just take care of yourself without looking for any person to assist you. So I feel, in my opinion, that the boy child should get himself involved into the domestic chores, be it cooking, house cleaning, washing, everything you can think of. He should be involved. Thank you.
So, ma, please, one last question. What do you have to say about parents that do not indulge their male children in domestic activities? They always focus on their female children. Is it out of ignorance, or they are just feeling, because we know there are some parents that maybe they have just a boy and in midst of 4 girls, they feel, oh, this is one, it's special. So do you think it's something good, or is ignorance, or what do you have to say about this?
Well, I think it's ignorance, because you see, in a contemporary African society, we are fond of, oh, it's my only child, don't do this. And I feel ignorantly we are not leading that child aright, especially the boy child. The one, like in my house, I have 2 girls and a boy. And each time he tries to play, I say, listen, and listen very careful. If you don't do this, I'm going to spank you. I don't want to know if you are the only boy now or not. You must have to calm down and do the right thing. So I will advise parents, please, get the boy child involved into domestic chores. It's very important. It's very, very important. It's not going to change the boy from his sex as a boy or him turning to be the girl. He should know how to do these things for tomorrow's sake and for the future. Because there are girls in these days that can't even take care of the house. They can't clean the house. You know, when you have a male, you see them doing this in order to cover up. So please, parents out there, do your work. It's your responsibility to fix them right. And by so doing, we'll have a better society. Thank you.